Hey guys, thank you so much for hopping on this YouTube video with me. As you clicked on the video, you know what's up. You know what I'm gonna bring some motivation on is making rejection something that's normal. Normalizing rejection. That's what I'm gonna bring some motivation and inspiration on. So let's get into it. Before I get into it, you guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and please give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Because with the algorithm of YouTube, whatever, this video can get reached out to so many more people if you just hit that click that button of the thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, I'm happy with both because I know my message is, gonna inspire you and uplift you, and it's gonna be worth your time. So let's get into it. The reason why I wanted to talk about this topic is because I used to remember that I used to get so frustrated, right? When I would get rejected. Rejected is when I hear a no, right? Where, I was working in the financial industry and, real estate or whatever. And as soon as I hear a no, I would be like, oh my gosh, this sucks, Or it could be the simplest thing. Let's say you're working at a job and, you ask for a raise and then they tell you a hard no. Or you're looking to ask somebody out on a date, right? And they tell you a hard no. It's just getting those no's. A lot of time people look at it as like it's rejection, and everybody is scared to go forward with certain things in life because they don't want to deal with rejection, because they're so scared of rejection. And again, I was there, and you guys know out of all my videos, I don't talk about subjects or motivate or inspire anybody about anything unless I know that I've experienced it, been there, done that. So that's why I want to inspire and motivate you and help you guys to wise up and rise up inside of your life, because I think it's a big thing that affects a lot of people in life, in every areas inside of their life, is they're so scared and fearful of rejection. So the reason why, again, I'm talking about this is because I want to help you to wise up and rise up inside of your life when it comes to rejection. So how I started to flip my mindset, and it's all about perspective. It's all about your perspective. How are you looking at rejection? Are you looking at rejection like, oh, this hurts, it sucks. I don't want, again, ego driven. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to feel that feeling of rejection because it sucks. And a lot of times the rejection comes from just ego based. Like, we're so affected by, we just don't want our ego to get rubbed. We don't want our ego to, get bruised, right? And that's why a lot of times we get stopped in our track with going forward, because of the fact that our ego just doesn't want to get hurt and our ego just doesn't want to get bruised. But when you could shut that ego up, right, and say, at the end of the day, if I go forward with this, what's the worst that can happen, right? What? I'll get a no, my ego will get bruised. But let's not look at, if you take that away of what's the worst that can happen, and don't look at the worst case scenario, but flip your script, flip your perspective, and look at what's the best thing that can happen. Because I know a lot of times, what stops us is we're fearful and we look at the worst case scenario. Our ego creates a story of, oh, if I do this, it sucks. This is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. And we always create a story of worst case scenario. But what if you flip the script and you change your perspective and you look at what's the best case scenario? What if I go forward and I ask for that raise? What's the best thing that can come out of that? I'll get my raise. I'll be able to make more money. I'll be able to buy new things. I'll be able to do this and I'll be able to do that. And it's the same thing with, like, let's say a relationship, somebody that you want to ask on a date. What's the best thing that can happen? Oh man, that person might be a great match for you guys. You guys might end up turning out to be friends, right? If you change your mindset on looking at a different perspective in looking at the best case scenario, that anytime a rejection happens, it's, again, your perspective and looking at, there's not no worst case scenario. There's always the best case scenario. And that's how you can flip the script on handling rejection, is looking at the best case scenario. Best case scenario is that the universe, even if you get that no, the universe is redirecting me. And that's even if you get that no, you don't get the yes. The universe is redirecting me to something bigger and better, right? The universe is always looking out for you. It's just our ego that attaches onto a specific story, right? And when your ego attaches to that specific story, that's what also stops you in the track from moving forward and actually taking the step forward. And the thing about it is that life is all about experiences, whether it be good, whether it be bad, it's all about experiences. So we sometimes stop our own selves from experiencing great blessings from not wanting to go through that rejection, for being fearful of taking a step forward and into the unknown. Our ego doesn't like the unknown, so it rather stay in a comfortable space than go through the unknown, right? Because we don't want to get rejected. This is why so many times we stay in a toxic relationship or a toxic job, work environment, or whatever, in situations that we're unhappy with, because we are so scared of the unknown. We don't want to deal with rejection if we put ourselves out there and get ourselves out of the comfort zone that we're already in. So this is why I'm making this video, to help you to wise up and rise up in your current situation. I don't know what your situation is right now. I don't know if you're in a toxic relationship. I don't know if you're in a toxic work environment. I don't know if you're in an environment where you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like, man, I don't know what to do, and you're unhappy with your situation. This video is gonna help you to change your perspective and how you're looking at your situation, to take the step forward into the unknown, to hop over that fear and not focusing on the rejection as a bad thing in life, but as a good thing. So looking at it in the sense, again, the universe always wants to provide great opportunities and good things for you, but sometimes, again, it's our ego that stops us in our track from attracting better into our lives and making space for new and better things to come in, because our ego clings on to the old. Our ego clings on to those stories. Our ego is clinging on to the comfort that we're already in, even though we're unhappy, even though we know the situation is bad. So because of the fact that our ego just doesn't want to deal with the rejection if something doesn't work out. Well, at the end of the day, the universe is always protecting you, right? That God is always protecting you. Whatever you believe in is always protecting you. So at the end of the day, when you get that hard no, or let's say things don't pan out the way you wanted it to pan out, that's the universe redirecting you to a better relationship. The universe redirecting you to a better job experience. A universe redirecting you to a better situation. It's always redirecting you to something bigger and better, but you just can't see it in the moment because your ego is so clinged on to a certain situation or story or image of a person or an image of a situation. But when you can flip your perspective and understand, again, I always say this in my videos, life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. Change that perspective to understand that you're just being redirected. You're making room for when things get taken away from you, or relationships don't work out, jobs don't work out, situations don't work out and how exactly you wanted it to be. It's only because your ego clinged on to that story, right? But the universe and God always has something bigger and better for you. So when it takes something away, or it's redirecting you to something else, but that's something that your ego is unknown to, it's always gonna put you in that fear state of making you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this person's right for me. I don't know if I'm making the wrong decision. No, when you could put full trust in understanding life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. When you could put full trust in understanding that the universe is always redirecting you to something bigger and better than what you can even imagine, right? You start honing in onto your power and feeling safe with whatever it is that happens to you, and not feeling lack, and not feeling lost, not feeling scared, not feeling, that, man, your life sucks. Because at the end of the day, you're understanding that the universe is always looking out for you. It's always redirecting you, even when your ego doesn't know what the hell's happening, right? And that's how you could change your perspective and understanding that rejection is always redirection into something better. The universe is always trying to show you to make room, because our ego just wants to cling on to the known, right? So the universe is always making room. You need to get rid of the old in order to make room for the new. We can't sit there and say that we want a better relationship, a better job, more money, and a better lifestyle if we don't get rid of the old and make room for the new. So with that being said, you guys, I hope this video has uplifted you, inspired you in some sort of way to understand rejection is not just rejection. Rejection is redirection. That everything that you want in life is better, bigger, a better relationship, better job, more money, be happier in life. All that requires for you to let go, release and let go. So whatever the universe takes out of your life, understand that there's a higher reason and why the universe brings you these rejections or takes away something from your life, because it's making room for bigger and better to come into your life. So it's all about perspective, you guys. I hope that this video has inspired you and motivated you in some sort of way. If you're dealing with any sort of rejection or you're dealing with any sort of redirection, it's all for the greater good. Make sure you're staying motivated, inspired, and understanding life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. I say in all my videos, you guys, each one teach one, share the love, share the knowledge. If this video has inspired you, uplifted you in some sort of way, please share it, you guys. Please leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if I'm helping you in any sort of way. I really appreciate the comments, you guys. And hey, join the Wise Up, Rise Up community. I have a Facebook group. I also have an amazing podcast that drops every Thursday with different content to keep you inspired, to keep you uplifted. It's called the Wise Up, Rise Up podcast. It's on Anchor. It's on Spotify. Go check that out. I have an awesome TikTok with great motivational stuff when it comes to relationships. I'll also leave that in comments. All links are going to be in the comments, you guys. So make sure you're joining the Wise Up, Rise Up community to keep inspired and keep motivated inside of your life, to keep growing and to keep being the best damn version of yourself, because you are worth it. So I'll see you guys in another video, and thanks so much for tuning in, you guys.